is Wylde Rider, and welcome to this very special edition of Wylde TV as we build up to the 2015 Tour de France. And it's a very historical tour that in the fact that we actually have African representation finally in the form of Team MTN Qhubeka, originally from Joburg, now based in Lucca, Italy. And this 102nd edition of the tour will begin on Saturday the 4th of July in the town of Utrecht in the Netherlands with the individual time trial. And then on Sunday the tour officially begins with the teams making their way out of the Netherlands into Belgium, then spending a little bit more time in Belgium for another couple of days, and then the tour in France itself officially continues with the journey all the way through to the Champs-Élysées, with the tour finishing on July 26th. And also there are 22 teams taking part in this competition, 17 of which are World Pro Tour teams, including the likes of Orica Green Edge from Australia, Team Sky from Great Britain, Team Astana from Kazakhstan, and Team Tinkoff Saxo from Russia. The other teams are made up of wildcard teams, which basically get invited to compete alongside the World Pro Tour teams, and one of them is our very own Team MTN Qhubeka. Team MTN Qhubeka will be the first African team to take part in the Tour de France in the Tour's history, and for Team Principal Douglas Ryder, this is a dream that has now come to reality. I just want to mention a few of the highlights over the past couple of seasons on how Team MTN Qhubeka came to be a part of this year's tour. In 2013, their first major event was the Milan-San Remo, which Gerald Cielek from Germany had won, thus putting Team MTN Qhubeka on the European cycling stage. And last year, the team received their first ever World Tour invitation to take part in La Vuelta a España, or the Tour of Spain, as it's commonly known in English. And out of the 22 teams that took part in that event, they managed to finish 12th overall, and that is an amazing achievement for such a young and upcoming team, particularly with a few experienced foreign riders in the mix at the same time. And this year, the success continued in very recent times with the Criterium du Dauphiné, which is sort of you can call it a build-up to the Tour de France, in that it's basically like 2 or 3 weeks before, and it was in that event where the team received their first major world title jersey in the King of the Mountains, that was won by Daniel Tekla-Harmanot, one of the Eritrean riders representing Team MTN Qhubeka. And another shining light was also witnessing the fact that Louis Meintjes, South Africa's very own Louis Meintjes, had clinched third spot at the end of the 7th stage. And the team selected for this year's for the team's debut at the tour consists of the likes of 5 Africans and 4 internationals. The internationals, some of them are big. In fact, all of them are big names. Steve Cummings from Great Britain, Serge Pauwels from Belgium, Tyler Farrar from the United States of America, but the biggest name of all, Edvald Boasson Hagen from Norway, having competed in the Tour de France before. And in the five African participants, we have 3 South Africans and 2 Eritreans. From Eritrea, Daniel Tekla-Harmanot and Mojave Kudus. And from South Africa, Reynard Janssen van Rensburg, Jacques Janssen van Rensburg, and the golden boy of stage 7 at Criterium du Dauphiné, Louis Meintjes. How do I support Team MTN Qhubeka? Well, the honest truth is that this is not only a competitive cycling team. This is a competitive cycling team that rides for a cause, and that cause is the Qhubeka Initiative. And what they aim to do is get kids onto bicycles in the rural communities, not only across South Africa, but also across the African continent. But there's also a personal reason why I support Team MTN Qhubeka, especially at around this time of the Tour de France. My brother is the team principal of the professional cycling team, Team MTN Qhubeka, and for as long as I can remember, his dream was to always either compete or get a team into the Tour de France. So my message to my Butts and his team, I wish you guys the very best of luck, and it's going to be an amazing journey for the next 3 weeks. And we will definitely be seeing you at the Champs-Élysées in Paris on July 26th. My name is Wylde Rider. Thank you very much for tuning in. Keep rocking it, Stickers, and I'm out of here.